shit talk of like, as I was saying in the other video, part one of this video, my Abba, he did not know my Abba, he did not know like targeted individual. If he had, then how did he wind up in the situation he was in? Although my Abba knew there were snakes around him, but he did not know targeted individual. He did not know about these type of programs that they have for mind control. He knew about brainwashing, but he didn't know about the programs. I mean, he would have known, of course, if they had left him alone, and by him knowing and so many people listening to him, and he began to tell these things, they would have fell a long time ago. And that's what they do. That's why it is the adjustment bureau. They come to adjust like time. You know, like if you are to like when my Abba, he was here, yeah, it's like there's time, so much time that he has to do this, and that. In York, there's so much time he has to do this, and that. So the adjustment bureau will come in and will like throwing wrenches or whatever to slow them down and then stop them. They can only be stopped if the Illuminati is working, Quintel Pro or whatever they call themselves today, are working on the inside. And the same people that had my Abba to fall are the same ones who is over it all. They're over everything. Even when I watch the videos, at the bottom I have to keep seeing peace, you know? But those videos will have my Abba to be as a liar. You know, it's just like it is also written by them that, you know, the things that Crowley does, although they want to say Lucifer or whoever, but however things are going about, it is making, as they say, God look as though he is a liar, you know. And my Abba, he came as the mighty God, you know, to me. He taught me how to use my pineal gland. And I'm much farther using my pineal gland than them niggas at peace and the bitch motherfucker. Because they don't know anything about my Abba. Then my Abba said to get your own light. He told us to not, it's a word I forget, but do not do this in his light. You know, like, do not shine in my light. Get your own light, you know. They still don't have their own lights. It's what I use my Abba. He is entertainment for them and mind control for you. So while you are studying my Abba, Yahweh Ben Yahweh, make sure you study York. Find out about the Black Wall Street and find out about Malcolm X. Listen to him too. And Elijah Muhammad and any other of the other prophets or Messiah's messengers that we have had before my Abba. And then I say his name is Nathaniel Paul Johnson. His name is Paul Nathaniel Johnson. Now that was a hard one. That was wasn't even. Well, I had to find these 8s, you know. And I had been looking for them for years, and I was looking in different ways. And then I just quit trying to find the 8s. And then there was someone on Facebook, and she is the one that gave me Paul Nathaniel Johnson. He was the 8th. And then they killed her about 8 months later. They killed her. She knew she was a target, but she only would, like, it doesn't matter. She knows she was a target, and she knew that the drones were right over her house. And she could not talk to those she lived with either. And I think she began to take the medication. That is what happened, and she died 8 months later. Anyway, when I turned this on, I did not know what I wanted to talk about or what I wanted to do. But I knew this song right here is in my head. So I said, let me see if I can find the lyrics, because Dorothy said to listen to songs that I listened to as a child. And most of the songs I listened to as a child, they can play in my head. And one of the lyrics can find the lyrics, so I went for this. Now I'm going to turn it on and see, because I went a little further, So I'm going to turn this on so you can see what I'm about to tell you. And I play so many games, but everyone finds the right way. Everyone finds the right way somehow, some way, someday. Now I have to stop looking at it. And I went this far before, and I had to stop looking at it, because all the stuff that is going behind is mind control. And that is as far as I can take it. I cannot take it any further. When they show the brightness, all this shit behind it is mind control. It has something to do with Windows. That I know. But Amy, she can explain it very well. This is mind control. And then you see here, let's go back to the beginning. You see here? It says Kara Fun. KaraFun.com. Then Zoom, right? So, see if I have it. So once I saw the mind control and how I can only take so much of it, I went here to find Kara, but here's Kara Coon. You will be surprised what this word says. So let's see what it says here. You will see, and they said it is Kara Fun, remember? Now we are back to Norse, and it is mythology. It is Kara Fun, a way of having fun with people. To put you in the mind control, they have fun doing that shit. And I don't know what this word is. It is attested in the Pole's apologue of poetic Edda, and then goes into poem reincarnation. In the pagan religion, again, all religions are pagan, which we now reckon an old wives' tale, that people could be reincarnated, and that the deceased, whatever, and her dead love, whatever that name is, they sure can't come up with some names, can't they? Were considered to have been reborn as another couple. Wow, that's kind of scary. Malcolm X and Betty are supposed to be born as another couple. But like you say, a couple of children. Male and female. Wow, that's kind of heavy there. Okay, as the daughter of this person, I have not researched it. The Avalon states that further information about the two can be found in the work of this person. However, that person has not survived, and he is dead. The meaning of this word is wild, or curl, or the curly one. Wow, the curly one. It is also a Norse word. Here's a word that looks almost like Hitler. And it theorizes a connection between the curl etymology and the Odinic cult name, whatever, that appears in runic inscriptions, which means the one with the long. curls, the one with the long curls. So that is what they are saying that this means. However, now that is, I think that's Wikipedia. Now, when I go into down here, online etymology, it explains more. The word turns into care, but care cannot be sorrow, anxiety, and grief. That is not the word care as a noun, to be sorrow, anxiety, and grief. Now, who is having sorrow, anxiety, and grief? While Kara is having fun, you know? And Kara is a Norse, some form of a clan. It has so much here you will be surprised, you know? A lion and a god. And Richie and a 13. Wow. Libran, which will take you back to Aleister Crowley, United States Income, and they make a division against people. And this came out on a record. This was on a record or either an 8-track. And I'm sure either the record or the 8-track were both had some form of chemicals to create the devil's vinyl. Now everybody still will sing the song every morning to my granny. It's just that the person who put it on the paper for you to see the words and do karaoke, he is having Kara fun with you. When you see that Windows thing going around, it is mind control. It can bring you sorrow, anxiety, and grief because it can make your head hurt. That's why I had to stop it there. It began to make my head really hurt. Also, burdens of mind. This word comes from care. You see, they turn Kara into Caru and also into care. Somehow that word comes from care. Right here. Now it's Gothic, Kara, sorrow, trouble, and care. And here's your Germans, which is a Good Friday. So to the Germans, sorrow, trouble, and care is a Good Friday. The root word is to cry out, call, scream. The cognate is also Irish, shout, cry, call. See this word right here. And that's what I am doing. I am doing all these things. I am shouting, I am crying, I am calling out. I am wailing, I am doing lament. I want to say filled with sorrow, trouble, and then there's care. Sorrow, trouble, and care. So I guess you can use this word to say, to ask someone about their sorrow, or to ask someone if they are in trouble, or to ask someone do they actually care about that shit. It's kind of like weird. So now I go to this word where I find United States, because they're not going to keep themselves out. And here we go with 1610. From Latin, gorillas, talkative, chattering. So now it goes back to me. I am gorillas, almost like gorillas song. I am talkative and I am chattering. From gorilla to chatter. Now there is a root word is to call and cry. Of imitative origin, compare Greek. This looks almost like graves. If you take the R and put it here, the E and put it there, you will have graves, a voice, a sound. And then since of the way I am a grave, you are now hearing my voice, the sound of my voice. And here's something else. And then now there is a song. I started with the song. And now it is a garum, noise, and cry. Related is gorillously and gorillousness. So in a sense of a way, I can say I'm the ness because the ESS is a female, and this is the United States. Now, even from here, I don't know. From there, it came to here. Cora Crumb. See, instead of Zoom, it's Coom. Does not really give me anything for it. At least I did not find anything for it. It just tells me it is a desert. Then it goes to this word and back to this word. You see? So a lot of the songs were made, or however they do it, even if the song is a good song, they take the song and turn it into a bad song by putting the shit behind it, the mind control shit behind it. They're having fun. .com while they are doing it. And they think this is so pretty how they have it. As soon as they saw fun, they knew something in there was going to trick me. So they were trying to trick me. But it is the background in Windows something. I do not know. But Amy, she knows it very well. And she can also explain that. So now I need to get back to my ABBA and them keeping you in a box. I was kind of doing that. I had gotten my own light, but I still wanted to put my ABBA in my light, right? So I was just doing the montages. And I would not let anyone else in, and I did not know these people were very privileged in my world. I just thought, it's just people who want me to get in touch with, their people that are still alive, and I'm not going to do that. So I just could tune them out, and move on with my life and just tune them out. So one day my Abba, he came to me and he said the things that I was doing and how I was doing it, that it would appear that I was under his mind control. Because there were more of him than just him. And I remained in a box, and they needed to go outside that box to see others who even came before him, And that's what these other people are doing. They are keeping my Abba to keep you in a box. Because my Abba's knowledge would have been way, 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 way higher than that. And the things my Abba talk about will make him appear to be a liar if you are a target. And they can also use those videos to say, see, this is why this is now happening to this person, and this is why this is now happening to this person, because they stopped following the laws of Yahweh and they gave up on Yahweh, but that's not true. And I'm sure there are other targets. I am not the only one. Carmel and Zay are targeting. I know I am not the only one. And that is not true. Because my Abba said, teach your children at home. I work my ass off. I work my ass off to be able to teach my children at home full time. Not to say, okay, I'll teach you guys these 4 or 6 months, and now I need to find a job. I have to put you in school. School to me was just daycare. It's a babysitter. When my children come in from school, I had to reprogram, deprogram them, and all kind of shit. So I finally made it, and I worked hard to do this. I made it where I can still teach my children full time, and I can still work so that I can build up our business. Because the business was ours. We all worked hard in our business, and now it's just all gone on, wherever the fuck it is. So I'm going to turn this off and come back with Avatar. I watched Avatar for 4 days. Not straight, not all day. Not 24/7, not like that. But it took me 4 days to get through the whole movie. Because every step of the way has something to do with Pandora, because they are on Pandora. And what they are doing on Pandora, well, they've done it everywhere they've gone. Everywhere they've gone, that's what they do. They come in, they see something you have, they like it, you won't give it to them, and then don't be like, I'm not going to talk to you either. I don't even want to trade with you. Fuck you, pink man. Don't be like that. You bum your ass. I also will stop calling you non-melanated. Because when I am speaking, it sounds like I am saying melanated when I am speaking of you. And I say non-melanated for those that are not a part of the targeting, for those pink people who are going through targeting, and those like Dorothy, had to go through being raped as a child, and then there's another one too. I can't think of her name right now. Kathy O'Brien. The things she has gone through. So that's why I say non-melanated. To somehow have respect for them and not to call them pink. Shit talk out like heroes.